Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to thank you. I want to thank the organizers for inviting me to present some initiatives that the Greek government has undertaken in the last years in research and innovation, specifically in the biosciences sector. I have a presentation which I would like to share with all of you. I don't know if it's available. What I do want to say is that the Greek government has a strategic priority to invest in research and innovation, and especially in biosciences. Allow me to say that the structure of the Greek government separates universities that are under the auspices of the Ministry of Education and research centers and companies that invest in R&D that are under the structure of the Ministry of Development and Investments. I will be mostly speaking about the second category. I have some slides where I actually analyze important initiatives that the Greek research community is undertaking currently. I have just pointed some key words because if I have to present them, I will take more than 6 minutes. So we have the Hellenic Pasteur Institute, which has scientists and scientific programs dealing with infections, with autoimmune, neurodegenerative diseases, intelligent systems, neurosciences, multiple sclerosis, and other issues as well. We also have the BRC Fleming Institute, which has specialities in neurodegenerative diseases, in multiple sclerosis, in analyzing DNA and Alzheimer's diseases. The Foundation for Research and Technology, that's fourth, which is based in Crete. It has competence centers for medical precision, for Alzheimer's diseases, flagship initiatives for national research networking in neurodegenerative diseases, which practically links the academic, the scientific community across the country in these sectors. It has a flagship initiative for the SARS-CoV virus, but also other medical precision centers in the country. Research Center Athena in Athens, which is it has a flagship initiative on a national network for precision medicine and oncology, COVID algorithms, I'm sorry, but I cannot see very well, optimizing drug development, but also using artificial intelligence in many issues. We also have the Biomedical Research Foundation, which belongs to the Academy of Athens. It is creating a genome center. Again, it's very important in medicine issues, applying technologies like artificial intelligence, but also other important issues. You might have heard also of Democritos. Democritos is the largest research center in Greece. It has important initiatives in the treatment of cancer, especially lung cancer and other other issues. It also has the European Digital Innovation Hub on precision medicine, but also drugs in drug screening efforts and drugs institutions in many different categories. We are also trying to fund the research community with the necessary financing tools in order to fuel up and link much more effectively research with innovation. One of our flagship actions is the action Research, Create, Innovate, where in the last years we had more than 180 projects in the specific sector and approximately 130 million for important issues in the biosciences sector. Allow me to say that we have now announced that in January we will have the third cycle of the Research, Create, Innovate action, which intends to even more support, to additionally support financially research centers, universities, academics, and companies that invest in R&D in order to create synergies and products and services that are important and useful for the society. We are also creating innovation clusters. We have 4 innovation clusters that have started to be created in Greece as a result of our financing tools. But apart from innovation clusters, we are also investing a lot in creating competence centers. We know that R&D is extremely important, not only for big companies that have the capacity to invest on their own R&D departments, but also for medium and small companies that do need access to research and innovation, but perhaps do not have the money to invest in it on their own. Apart from that, we are also boosting, we are beefing up the startup ecosystem, and allow me to say that up until recently, the Greek government did not know how many startups we had, in which sector they were, how many people they employed. Now we have created a startup registry, Elevate Greece, where we do know our startups, but more importantly, we are capable of implementing tailor-made policies for the startup ecosystem. And I do want to share some of the data with you. And as you can see, the #1 sector of startups in Greece is in life sciences. So we do have an additional incentive to invest more and more in the specific category. Through Elevate Greece, we have had recently created specific policies for angel investors, for stock options, but even for extra liquidity, which is needed in the startup ecosystem. And we are very proud because we have attracted a lot of important companies to become official partners of Elevate Greece, providing the startup ecosystem with useful tools. And many of these companies are from the biotech sector. In this case, you can see the preferred funding sources of the startups in life sciences. You can see that most of them are self-funded. A very large percentage is through grants, and then we have VC funds and angel investors following. We also have the preferred technology that the startups in life sciences apply. And in the first category, you will see we have software. Then we have artificial intelligence, and the other categories follow on. One of our main intentions was to see how we can boost R&D investment in the country. So 1.5 years ago, we did change the tax super deduction rates. We increased them from 130% to 200%. Therefore making Greece one of the most competitive countries in the European Union, actually the most competitive in this specific field. And this has helped boost R&D investment from Greek companies, but also attract important companies from abroad to further invest in R&D. We also believe that providing all of the necessary tools and the necessary framework to our academics is extremely valuable in order to help them create spin-off companies. So 9 months ago, we did change the institutional framework of how spin-off companies in universities and research centers operate. We have simplified the procedure in order to enable talented academics that want to create spin-off companies to start, operate, or even shut down their spin-off company if they want to. Apart from that, though, we are investing also in physical grounds of research and innovation, and we do hope to attract many of the pharma companies in these physical grounds. So one of our flagship initiatives is the creation of an innovation district in Attiki, in Chropi, in Piraeus Street. These physical grounds are places where you have universities, research centers, companies that invest in R&D, startups, and you try to cultivate the necessary conditions in order to create the synergies that are so much needed in order to have innovative products and services. This is an ongoing project, and we hope to have the bidder within the next 3 months. A similar physical ground is created in Thessaloniki as well. The business plan there is partially different. We are trying to attract companies to actually establish their R&D centers within the Thessaloniki ground, and then create an innovation ecosystem around these companies. So that was my brief presentation. It was a bit more than 6 minutes. Sorry, Professor Liargovas. And I have to excuse myself because I have to go to the parliament. Thank you very much.